Good morning, Dr. Bill Dawson here with Vibrant Health through Chiropractic Care. It's Monday and I'm off today, and I thought that I'd go in and do up my hair and shave and get all dressed up, and I thought, that's not necessarily me. I'm just me. And so here I am out in my backyard enjoying this 80-degree, it's about 11 o'clock in the morning on April the 18th of 2016, and I just got back from a NUCCA seminar. NUCCA, National Upper Cervical Chiropractic Association, and it was their big convention of the year down in Newport Beach, and I'm really stoked. I'm ready to improve my abilities as a spinal adjuster, as a corrector of the atlas subluxation complex, and so on. But anyway, I had some thoughts, not about that, but about chiropractic and about you and the way you view your health. As you know, dental problems are very easily corrected. It could be a tiny little cavity that takes 3 minutes to drill out and fill. However, dentists have a problem with people because people only go in after they've got pains in their teeth, And the dentist looks and says, well, you haven't been here in 5 years. No wonder you've got all these cavities and all this work that needs to be done. And so now a $40 or $50 filling is going to cost you a $600 crown. You know what I mean? Well, I remember back, a number of years ago, there was a commercial on TV. It was for Fram oil filters. And here was this mechanic standing there in his grungy, greasy mechanic outfit, and he had grease on his face and grease on his hands and everything. And he's standing there, and he points down to his side, and he says, look at here. He said, this guy just paid me $2,500 to rebuild this engine. Of course, in today's terms, that'd probably be $6,000. And he said the reason that is because he didn't maintain his engine. He never even changed his oil. And if he had done all of the little things, sure, they cost you as you go along, but if he had done the little things to maintain his engine, he wouldn't have had to pay me. So now I just finished rebuilding this engine, and it's going to cost him $2,500 out the door. But here, you see this? This is a Fram oil filter. $5. He could have spent $5 on this Fram oil filter and bought 5 quarts of oil, and I could have done the whole oil change and filter, every 3,000 miles. Back then it was every 3,000. Nowadays cars run better and they're more efficient, so they don't use as much oil, but or get it so dirty. But he said, here, $5, and this engine would still have been running perfectly. So the question is, pay me now or pay me later, pointing at the old engine. Well, people come in for chiropractic care way too often only when they've developed symptoms. They didn't come in to get their spine and its maintenance and its proper alignment maintained. So what do they get? All of a sudden they come out of alignment. You cannot feel a vertebral subluxation. When your atlas vertebra slides out of place, chances are it's going to pinch nerves that are motor nerves. In other words, they leave your brain and they go out to control your body. When your atlas slides out of place and it pinches your brainstem, chances are it's not going to pinch sensory nerves. In other words, you're not going to feel it. What ends up happening is all of a sudden maybe your blood pressure goes up, or your heartbeats start irregularly, or maybe your blood pressure drops, or your kidneys stop filtering the way they're supposed to filter. Something out here in your body begins to go wrong. And so you want to go treat the symptom, right? You run to your medical doctor and say, give me a drug for my heart, give me a drug for my liver, give me a drug for my skin's bad, or whatever, not realizing that the nerves leading to your heart or your liver or your skin or your joints, those nerves got pinched off, and so the body parts began to malfunction. See? So you run to take something. You buy a pain-killing pill, or anti-inflammatory. You know what I mean? The medical route. You want to take something to hide the symptom, instead of having maintained proper spinal alignment all along, going to see your chiropractor before these symptoms hit. Remember, you don't feel vertebral subluxations. You feel the result out here in your body. When they happen up here in your upper neck, you almost never ever feel it. You say, oh, I'm fine. Or, I don't know, I don't need to go see my chiropractor. I'm fine. And I hear those two words all the time. Or the other words, I thought it would go away. Or I hoped it would go away. Meanwhile, your nerves are pinched, they're stretched, they're twisted, they're getting rubbed, they're getting damaged, and by the time you come and see me, you give me a major job. So, like the Fram oil filter guy says, pay me now or pay me later. Thanks for listening. There's more.